So let me bring it up here to find it first. Here we go.
Oh, here comes Elaine.
Make you all a little bit bigger in my, there we go. So I think instead of doing present mode, I'm going to just make it larger so it's easy for you all to view as a, because I don't have much of a choice when I, come on, it's not cooperating. If I share the screen and put it in present mode, you won't be able to see it as big. Well, that didn't make it bigger, did it?
No.
No. Why wouldn't present mode work, Debbie?
Because I can't control the size of it.
Oh,
I'm going up higher. Here's 200. See what this looks like. Well, there's
that's
probably a little
bigger.
too big. Is that too
real
big?
good.
No.
No. Well, let's see the one that has all the words. No, that's good.
No, that's good, actually.
All right. So this is the beginning. So I fear we again would play popcorn, and people can read until they decide that they don't want to read anymore, and then they just say popcorn it and somebody can pick it up. So this is the beginning of Habdallah. Anybody want to start us off? Go for it, Holly.
Ine el Yeshuati ev top sop. I don't know.
Just you got it all but the last letter, I think.
Yeah. Is that a tet?
Yes, it is. And it's a chet at the end.
Tak. Tak. I don't know how to.
You got it. Ev tach.
Below F Chad. Ki Azi Vizimrat Ya Adonai Vahi Li Lishua of Tem Mayim Bashashun
Careful
Bashah
of sins.
yeah Bashashun
Close. This the dot is above sewn. Good.
Mima Ane Hashua.
Good job. Does anybody recognize that line? I bet if I sung it, you would know it. Uv shafte mayim bisason mimane ha-yeshua. Shafte mayim bisason mimane ha-yeshua. So there it is. Hey. So yeah. So when you see it, then you have something to connect it to. All right. Do you want to keep going, Holly, or?
I'll popcorn to whoever.
All right. Who would like to accept the popcorn?
I'll try it.
All right, Rebelda.
Okay. Let's see. Lahav, Hashua,
You can, there's no vowels, so you can't pronounce it.
Yeshua.
Nope, there's no, look, go up to the second line, fifth word.
Oh,
Same
is that
word.
Adonai,
There
Ladonai?
you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ha-Yeshua al amecha virchatecha selah. Adonai Tzvaot imanu misgav lanu Elohei Yaakov Selah. Adonai Tzvaot Yashrei
Look at that one
Adam
more time. It's not Yashrei. That's an aleph. Just
Ashrei.
Ashrei, yep.
Oh, it's Ashrei. Okay.
Yep.
Adam B'teach. Is that Bahecha?
Just Bach.
Bach. Okay,
You know,
Like
like
the composer.
Israeli composer.
right. Adonai Hoshu, no, Hoshia Hamelech Ya'anenu Bayom Kar Nu Karanu
Very
Karanu
close. Car.
Karanu
There
Karanu
you go.
Lahudim Hay Hayata
Yeah.
Hayata Yore Ore. Is that Vore or Ore?
You got O correct. Look at the vowel under the right.
Ora.
There you
Ora.
go.
V'simcha v'sason vikar
Yeah.
kain ti ta ye lanu.
It's T yet. That's a hey. It's
Oh,
silent.
ti
Yeah.
ti ye
Yeah.
ti ye lanu.
Nice job, readers. Thank you.
Okay. I
Let's
have a
see what it's-
question.
Yes.
And I got to find it again though. So when I find it, I'll let you know.
Good luck.
Oh, I
I'll
found
give
it.
you a minute, 'cause I'm gonna
Second line, key. And then there's a Zion there.
Yes,
What's the dot in the middle of the Zion? Is it Zu or is it
Nope.
Z?
it's Z. I don't know what the dot is for.
That's a grammatical thing,
I'm
probably.
thinking
Okay.
it's grammatical.
Okay.
All
Thank you.
right, this is what it says in English. Would someone like to read that for us?
Do English.
Okay, Susan.
Got my speed today. Behold, God is my deliverer. I am trustful and unafraid. Adonai is my strength, my might, my deliverance. Joyfully draw water from the well springs of deliverance. Deliverance is yours. May your blessings rest upon this people forever. Adonai Sevaot is with us. The God of Jacob is our stronghold forever. Adonai Sevaot, happy is the person who trusts in you. Deliver us, Adonai, our sovereign. Answer us when we call. The Jewish people experience light, gladness, joy, and honor. So may it be with us. I have a question.
Yes,
The English translation, God of Jacob, but I don't see Jacob in that line.
Yaakov, right here.
Yaakov, it's right there.
Elohe Yaakov Selah.
That's where it is. I was looking in the next line, I guess, for it.
There it
Okay.
is. But
Yeah.
I think it's a really pretty poem, whatever
Yeah.
Yeah.
about how we're going to come to the end of Shabbat. Very pretty. Never looked at it before today to really hear it. Is anybody familiar with a tune for this? No? How about you, Elaine? Do you have one for us?
No,
All right.
I'm not sure that we've done this. We start differently with Habdallah.
Okay.
So
Do you start with just the blessings?
yeah,
Okay. So this is the one I've learned. I don't particularly care for it, but Hine al Yeshuati eftach v'lo echad ki azi v'zimrat ya Adonai vahili lishua ushaftem mayim b'sason mima'anei Yeshua l'Adonai hashua al amcha v'iratecha selah Adonai tzavaot. I don't maybe just keep going with Adonai Tzavaot, Imanu Mizkavlanu Elohe Yaakov Selah, Adonai Tzavaot Ashrei Adam Boteach Adonai Hoshia HaMelech Ya'anenu V'yom Korenu Laivudim Haita Orech V'simcha V'sason Vayikar Kain Tielanu, but it's not a gripping tune, as you can see.
the only part of that I was familiar was from the dance Ushaftemayim
Yeah.
Besason. And that was, I didn't know it came from the prayer. It just danced it for years.
Yeah.
And I don't know if this is where it originates, or, I find that so much of our liturgy is, oh, let's take a piece of this and put it here, and let's take a piece of that and put it here. Where it originated, I don't know. So now we get to the blessings. I can honestly say that this one under the cup of wine is lifted. I don't think I've ever said that before. I don't think it's in my little, what's the venture called? the Holachad, the little books that we use.
Oh, right.
I don't think it's in there. So, but would someone be willing to read it for us?
I'll do it.
Thank you, Karen.
Okay. Kos Yeshuot Asa Shem Adonai Ekra.
Good job. Would you like to keep going?
Sure. I know.
Such enthusiasm.
I know. I was just going to say that. I'm so enthusiastic about this. Okay. No, I'm good.
You're doing great.
Savri Chave Rai Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam Barei Pri Hagafen.
That sound familiar?
Oh yeah.
Kiddush.
All right. Would someone like to continue on the next blessing?
I will.
Okay, Terry.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Borei minai,
So close. It's an A on sound underneath there.
mine,
Yeah.
v'sa, miom,
Just the me. Vesami.
meme.
Good job, Vesami. You want to do the last one?
Sure. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Borei meorei.
Me'ore. Good job.
Meorei. Ha esh.
Good job. So before we look at it in English, does anybody know what Savri Chave Rai is, or even what Chave Rai is?
That's friends.
Friends, exactly. So we're going to be doing this in public with a group of friends. So when we did Birkat, remember how we started off with Chave Rai? They crossed it out so that we're among friends. So I assume you all know what this first blessing is. Yes?
Over the wine.
Over the wine. Anybody recognizes anything in the second blessing? Borei mine v'samim.
That's spices.
Spices. V'samim are spices. And how about borei morei ha'esh?
Ha'esh is fire.
Fire. Good. So. They don't really say what when we say Savri Havarai. Oh, I
Yeah.
guess it's here with the assent of my friends. So would someone like to read the English for those three blessings?
I'll do it.
Thanks, Elaine.
As I lift up the cup, well, okay, for one person, as I lift up the cup of deliverance, I call upon Adonai. And then when you're doing it as a group, blessed art thou Adonai, our God, sovereign of time and space, who creates the fruit of the vine. And that's the introduction. And I always thought it was interesting, at least the way we do it at our synagogue. Okay, and then the next blessing is, blessed art thou, Lord our God, or Adonai our God, sovereign of time and space, who creates fragrant spices. And it's always interesting to me to see the kids at a Habdallah service that haven't smelt the spices before. They smell it and then they hold it for a minute and they smell it again, trying to figure out what's in it. I love that. That's great. Okay, and the last one is Baruch atah Adonai, God, sovereign of time and space, who creates lights of fire.
And a friend of mine, he's our youth director, shared with me something that he does, and it always stuck with me. So when you do Borei Morei Ha'esh, you cup your fingers like this, and you hope to be able to see the reflection of the fire in your fingernails. And he always takes his hand and pretends to grab a little bit of that light and sticks it in his pocket. So the light of Shabbat will always kind of be with him until the next Shabbat.
That's
And
nice.
yeah, I've loved that. And I've done that always with my kids. So we're going to go back up. Does anybody know a tune for these. My synagogue does something very different than I learned.
My mind is going blank because I've led this service many times and never been blank like I am right now as to the melody.
Oh, I'm sure you know at least one. I believe it's Debbie Friedman's. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Did that get you on track?
Oh, yeah.
So sing, if you know it, sing it with me. I'll go to a little lower. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen borei peri hagafen. I'm not going to go through all the lies again.
Yeah.
The next one is Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. And our kids go ha'olam borei minei v'samim borei minei v'samim. Da 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 da. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei me'orei ha'esh borei morei ha'esh. Not done yet, just done for this page. Is there anybody who would like to read any of the blessings before we go on to practice them? Just making it available if you want to practice.
I'll practice this one, the
Okay,
public one. The second line, just.
okay. The second blessing.
Yeah, the second, no, the first blessing, the public one.
Oh,
Sacher ha ra. No.
let's go back to that first word. Try that again.
Sa here.
That's a vet. The second letter is a vet.
Okay. Savir.
Sav, you got the sav right. Now look at the resh. What's
Savri.
there? You go. It's friend. Friends.
Ha care.
Ha ve.
Kaver.
Ha ve. Put the ending on that. Ha ve.
Re.
Close. It's a ah at the bottom.
Oh, that is, it looks like two dots. Okay.
I know.
Kaver.
Have rai. Good. Are you going to do the blessing?
Yeah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pri hagafen.
Nice job. You want to read any others, or does anybody want to read any others?
I'll be right back. I just realized something.
Okay.
I don't have my hearing aids in. That's why I'm hearing.
That definitely helps. We'll wait for you to come back.
Okay, go ahead.
We'll go ahead and go to the next page if not, unless somebody wants to read one.
I'll do it.
All right.
Okay. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei minei bisamim.
Just be careful. That's a vet.
Oh,
I know,
bisamim. Yeah. No
But
dots.
we're so in tune. Rarely. This is one of the very few words that starts with a vet.
Bisamim. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very rare. Usually it's a medial.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Okay, I'm better. now.
Anybody want to read the last line just to practice?
I will.
Okay.
Or, oh,
Do you want to read it, Elaine?
Sure. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei. No.
Yeah, you're right.
Borei Mari Hayesh. No, that's not the right. The Hayesh is at the end, but the,
Ha'esh is correct. Let's go back a word.
yeah.
Start at the beginning of it. Take it letter by letter.
Me,
Uh-huh.
me, ori.
So close. Look at the vowel under the resh. Me-o. Two dots says, there you go.
Hayesh.
Good me-o-re ha'esh. Nice job. So there's one more blessing to round out this service. Starts off like all the other blessings. Would someone like to try this one?
Sure.
Go for it, Terry.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei me.
Nope, we're on the next page.
Which page are we on? What?
We're on 1 to the 4th page. It's got at the bottom, it says Baruch atah Adonai, our God, sovereign of time and space.
On the screen.
I thought that's what I was doing. It says,
Okay,
where,
but
where, let's see, where are you? I better do it from here.
no, you're welcome
Baruch.
to do page 4, but what you were reading wasn't what it said, so that's why I was wondering.
Okay. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamaviyav.
Hamav, what's this? Hamav, that's a dalid.
Yud. What?
There's a dalid before the yud.
Oh, you're right. I couldn't see that. Hamiv.
Hamav,
Hamav. Do.
look at the vowel under the dalid. 1 dot.
1 dot. D.
Uh-huh.
Ya.
Hamavdil.
Hamavdil.
Yeah, so it's deal.
Deal.
I mean, we say hamavdil, but to pronounce the D, the yud goes with that E sound, and then you just tack on the L. Hamavdil.
Deal. Okay. Hamavdil.
You could use your paper.
Bye.
It's here.
Let's see. Beyond.
Put the yud with the A. Combine them as one sound. Bay.
Bain.
There you go.
Kahesh.
Try it again.
Resh.
It's a dalid.
No, see, Mike, I'm having trouble reading that, obviously.
Let me see if I can make it a little bit bigger.
Kadesh.
Let me make it bigger. Well, now I got to go back up and get it. Hold on. No. Is that better? Hamavdil Ben. We're on the 3rd word, on the 2nd one.
Then Kadesh.
Kodesh. There's a little.
Kodesh.
Yep.
By Kodesh. The whole
There you go.
vein. Sur.
It's an olive.
Azor.
It's an olive.
Azor.
It's an olive, so there's no sound for that letter. So pretend it's not even there and then put the last 2 together.
Is the last one, the next to the last one looks like a Is that a,
It's a vav. But it's got a dot over it, so it's going to be a vowel.
Or
Uh-huh.
fu,
got it.
fu,
I heard
Where?
someone say it. That's O, and put the resh on with it.
or,
Or, so that Aleph doesn't have a sound. I'm sure it's there for a good reason that I don't know.
or the hash,
There's a little vowel. Up
Shane,
here. Look up here. There's
the
a,
ha, the ho,
uh-huh.
Shane,
You had the
the
F,
ho
right?
she,
That's a at the
the
end.
ho shek,
Good job.
the ho shek. But Bayom,
So there's that yud again. It just goes right with the bet in the bet sound.
Beyond,
Just do the bet first with its vowel.
Ba, Bon,
It's A.
Bayon,
So put the yud with the bay. So it's Bain. And then put the last
Bane,
Bain. There you go.
okay. Lizzo, Rael, Yisrael.
There you go.
La Mim,
Good job.
Bain,
There you go.
Yom, Hazev, Veak,
Let's try it again.
No.
Start with the start, go word, letter by letter.
Ha, Sha, Vi,
It's got an E sound.
V, Zay,
It's an ayin, so it doesn't have a sound except for its vowel.
V,
Put it all together.
Hasha, V,
There you go.
Lusha, Shet,
Good. So close. Look at the vowel under the first shin.
A,
Good. Try it again now. Lesh.
Lushay, Shet,
Yep.
Uve,
That's a yud.
Yave,
Check out that second letter. What is that?
Meme,
Yam.
Yamim,
May.
Yame, Ha, Ma, Su, Say,
That's an ayin. Makes no sound except its vowel.
Ham, Ma, Ish,
Nope. It's an ah.
Sa.
All of those are all ah. Ha. Ma.
Ma,
Ah.
Sin, Say, Sa.
Hama'aseh.
Hama Asa, okay. Baruch atah Adonai, Hami, by Dal,
Let's start it from the beginning of that word. Just take it letter
Ha.
and sound. Ha.
Ha, Ma, Va, Dal,
Look at the vowel underneath it.
Deal,
Good.
Hama, Bodil,
Hama.
Bodil,
Yep.
Bain, Kodesh,
Yep,
the whole.
good job. It's not easy words.
yeah.
And it really means, it requires you to stay on the letter you're on, because I know I do it where I'll jump to the second letter instead of the first letter, and it's just going letter sound by letter sound by letter sound by letter sound. And then they throw in an ayin, or, you know, some of these, this whole thing with the Bain, like why it's not bet nun. Why do you need the yud there? I don't know. So it can ask these same crazy questions about English.
Yeah, true.
So I'm going to take the size down a little bit so we can read the English. Nice job, everyone. Would someone like to read us the English for this? This is the ending of Habdallah.
I'll do it. Nobody else is.
All right, Elaine, it's yours.
Baruch atah Adonai, our God, sovereign of time and space, who distinguishes between the sacred and the ordinary, light and darkness, the people Israel and the peoples of the world, and between the seventh day and the 6 days of creation. Blessed Adonai, who distinguishes between the sacred and the everyday.
Nice job. And sometimes I've seen Habdallah words, they only read Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamavdil ben kodesh lechol, distinguish between sacred and ordinary, or holy and ordinary, which is really, I think it's holy. Kodesh is holy, but there's more to the prayer. That basically it's the time when you're separating. You've now had this beautiful Shabbat, and now we're going back to the regular weekday. Does anybody know a tune for this? The only one I remember is Debbie Friedman's, and it goes same tune. La 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 la. La 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 la. I'm gonna lower it a little bit. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamavdil ben kodesh lechol hamavdil ben kodesh lechol. Most people stop there, but there is more. Ben or lechoshech, ben Yisrael le'ami. Nope, hold on. Ben or lechoshech, ben Yisrael le'ami. No, I know it. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamavdil ben kodesh lechol ben
Hamavdil ben kodesh
lechol ben or lechoshech ben Yisrael le'ami. But that's not right, because it goes ben yom hashvi.
Well, you repeat it. You're missing the repeats, Debbie, at least the way we sing it.
Yeah.
So that line's repeated again, and then it goes.
Hamavdil ben kodesh lechol. But then ben or lechoshech. I don't remember how this part goes. Ben Yisrael. I just know it goes.
And then you sing again. Ben kodesh lechol lehamim ben Yisrael lechad. Each phrase is repeated. With
Interesting.
And that it leads you into the next.
The only way I remember it is Ben Yom Hashvi'i L'Sheshet Yamei HaMaseh Baruch Atah Adonai Hamavdil Ben Kodesh Lechol. As you can tell, I don't normally do all of that. We just do the beginning part. And now,
Debbie?
yes.
Debbie, I have a question.
Yes.
On the word or, is that a vav there and you ignore it after
Which
the
one?
aleph?
Up here on the second line.
Yeah.
Yeah, the aleph doesn't have its own sound, and there's no vowel. So
Right, but what about is that next letter a vav?
It is with the dot at the top, so it
But
says.
you don't use the vav? You don't say the vav?
Nope, it's a vowel in this case.
Okay,
So here we have a letter with no vowel, and here we
Right.
have a vowel, essentially. So it's a
Right.
silent aleph. I guess
But
it's
the
our
vav is-
silent,
but the vav is silent also then.
correct. Well,
Okay.
vowels are silent if they have a dot to go with them.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, it's a vav unless it has a dot, in which case it would be O or U.
That's good to know. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And isn't a vav usually at the beginning of a word or the,
Not always,
not always? Okay.
but often medial, you'll see it has a vowel. I don't see any on this particular page, but.
No, don't either.
Yes, but va, I believe, means with. So you'll see that, you'll see a word, and then I'm trying to think of the example. In the Kaddish, Yit Barach, Ve'ish Tabach, Ve'it Bahar, Ve'it Ramam.
Right.
So I'm not sure if it's, I
Oh,
don't
the
think,
vav, yeah.
I think it's with, but I'm
The
not
Kaddish
positive.
isn't in Hebrew, it's in,
Aramaic.
I'm Aramaic.
yeah.
Oh, right.
It's all Greek to me.
It's close enough.
That was an interesting, on some quiz show. That was a thing on religion. How do they phrase it? It was really weird.
When I knew the answer.
Some Jeopardy question?
Yeah.
Well, it's going to be interesting having Mayim Alec on now as the host. I don't watch it, but I saw she's been posting.
I religiously watch it. She was very good. So
And
Who
she's,
is
who
Maya,
is Mayim Alec?
Yeah.
She's actually a modern Orthodox Jewish woman. You will know her if you watch the Big Bang Theory.
Right.
But she also was the star of Blossom when she was a teenager.
Right.
And she's a modern Orthodox Jew. And I actually heard a podcast with her on when she was doing Big Bang Theory, and how they made her character, Amy Farrah Fowler, dress the way she does because of the way Miriam Bialik would dress. She wears only modest clothing because she's an observant Jew. So Amy Farrah Fowler, or whatever her name is, wears that type of dress. And she did a talk about how when her father died, she wanted to make sure that there was Kaddish. I guess she would accept, she believes that she could be a part of the minyan. And she didn't know how many Jews were on the set until she needed a minyan. And then she found out who was Jewish that would come to her dressing room to say minyan, to say
Wow.
Kaddish.
Oh, wow.
She's really interesting. If you ever get a chance to look up a podcast with her.
What is her name?
Miriam, Mayim, M-A, is it Y-I?
I think it's
Yeah.
Mayim.
Yeah.
Bialik. I don't know how to spell it. She's very
Yeah.
interesting.
Is she
Oh,
the lady
okay.
that's taken over the quiz show?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I saw her the other day. I was flipping channels and I thought it was very interesting. I just didn't know who she was.
She does such a good job on, what do you call it? I loved Big Bang Theory at the beginning, before it was, everybody got females involved.
I've heard the names of both those series, but I've never seen either one of them.
I loved the beginning of Big Bang because it was just 4 awkward guys, which my husband identified with. And just a quick story, with the first episode I ever saw is an episode where the main character, who's supposedly has Asperger's, has a day off of work and goes to the grocery store with the female neighbor. And she's looking at all these vitamins. She's buying all these vitamins, and he's a scientist, and he says, all you're buying is very expensive urine. And this is exactly what my husband says about vitamins. And my son is a version of my husband. So I looked at my friends and said, oh my God, I married Sheldon and I birthed Sheldon Jr. I mean, my husband is uncomfortable watching that show because he sees himself in that show. But I enjoy it quite a bit because it makes fun of them all the time. So
It's not that I don't watch TV, but you mentioned any of the murder mysteries on TV, and I can probably tell you plot by plot.
Yeah, I'm with you, Elaine. That's what I watched too.
My son is a Big Bang
Shows.
fan, so we watched it a lot.
Me too. Yeah.
So, but and I remember her in Blossom, Mind Bollock. I mean, and I don't think she was religious until older in life.
Yeah.
But I just love how she manages, she talks about how she balances raising children and how she balanced filming a show during the high holidays, what they did. And, to see somebody live their values and their Torah is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So there's two prayers that we do at the end of Habdallah. One is Eliyahu Hanavi. The Reform movement, I think, tends to do Eliyahu Hanavi before the Havdalah prayers. In my shul, we do it at the end.
No, we do it at the end.
Yeah. So different shuls do it different ways. And I was trying to make this not so blurry.
It's okay.
No, it's good.
Doesn't seem that my computer wants to cooperate. Oh, well. So this is where we leave it. Is there somebody who would like to restart reading Eliyahu?
I'll start.
All right,
'cause
Holly.
I can hear the song in my head.
Yeah.
Try not to.
This one I need.
Eliyahu Hanabi. Eliyahu Hatishbi. Eliyahu Hagil Adi. Bim Hera Vya Menu. Yavo Ele Nu. Im Masia
Careful. Check that second letter.
she, isn't that an E underneath?
Yep.
She, ha,
Ach.
Bain, David, Im, Ma, Shiach,
Shiach. Good.
Bain, Yabin.
And this is good job. One of those cases where I always say Im Moshiach, because that's what I hear, but technically it's
Really much.
Mashiach, but it gets morphed.
Yeah.
So, great.
Debbie,
Yes.
I'm confused about the Yud and the Eliyahu. It's
I can't tell you why that dot is there.
no, I always thought the Yud was silent. It's just the vowel, Eliyahu. And
No.
There's a yud there.
There's a
Eliyahu.
yud.
I know,
Yeah.
but I thought the Yud was silent just with the vowel. At least that's the way it seems to come through when people are singing it.
Well, if you took the vowel away, it would be Elihu.
Okay, so with the
It's Eli.
Yahoo.
okay.
Like Yahoo, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yahoo.
So let's see what we're saying when we sing this. Someone like to read the English?
Yeah, I'll go ahead. Elijah the prophet, Elijah the Tishbite. O Elijah, Elijah, Elijah from Gilead, come speedily in our time, ushering in the Messiah, descended from David.
Thank you. I know that he's from Gilead. Gilad.
What
I
is
don't know. He's a Tishbite. I don't know. I've never heard that before. Forshbite? I don't know. Maybe that's his family, the Tishbite clan. So it's asking for the Messiah, Elijah, to bring the Messianic era.
Right.
Any
Okay.
tunes that you know other than the Eliyahu Hanavi? Anybody know a different one?
I know.
While people are thinking about it, I just looked up Tishbite because it's a demonym predicated of the prophet Elijah in the Hebrew Bible, 1 Kings 17:1, et cetera, et cetera. Scholars dispute the price denotation of the word. The words of 1 Kings 17:1 are usually rendered as Eliyahu, the Tishbite of Tishbe and Galai. Tishbe in Galilee. So Tishbe must be a location, so the people from there are the Tishbites.
Pretty cool. Sounds more exciting than it's Cincinnatian.
And that's according to so it doesn't say specifically it's from Wikipedia, and then there's another reference to Wikipedia and it says the same thing.
So if you're from Gilead, are you a Gileadite? I don't know.
It could be,
It rhymes.
okay, it says alternatively, the words could be rendered as Elijah, the dweller from among the inhabitants of Gilead, because in that verse, Tishbite and the word denoting inhabitants are very similar.
Huh.
So,
Well, we know he's from that particular area. And I guess if you're from there, you identify. Elaine, do you know a different tune, or is that the tune you know?
It's the only one.
Eliyahu
right,
Hada,
So let's sing it.
Tishbi.
All right. Now, you're never going to be able to sing it without thinking of him being a Tishbite. Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Hatishbi, Eliyahu, 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 Hatishbi, Imhera Ve'yamaseinu, Yahweh Eloheinu, Imashiach ben David, Imashiach ben David. Nice job. I know at my synagogue, we do at the very end, we sing Shavua Tov, and we say what we're looking forward to in the week to come. Does your shul do anything in particular?
We do, and usually if it's, we're usually doing this in the social hall, which is adjacent, you know, part of the sanctuary. And we all get around in a big circle, and some people hold hands or put their arms around their loved ones and sort of sway back and forth singing this. And then sometimes the rabbi wishes us frequently the rabbi wishes us a good week. So that's our tradition. And if we're outside, we definitely are in a circle and people holding hands or putting their arms around the waist of each other. Now, after post-COVID, I don't know what will happen.
Hopefully it will be back. We do the same thing, and hopefully it will be back. Let's hope. So
Okay, well, Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
I will let
Shalom.
you know what I hear.
Get you.
Debbie, for a wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah,
Thank
did
you,
a wonderful
thank you.
job.
Thank you. I've had so much fun.
Very
Because
You are a
You'll-
wonderful teacher.
Yes,
you are.
I
Yes,
have
you are.
wonderful people to work with.
Thank you
No,
so
it's
much
not
for
fair. A lot of
everything.
patience.
Yashikov, yeah.
So
Yeah.
you'll
So
At
are you
least
gonna
the
let us
5 and
know?
6-year-olds, you know, so
you'll let us know what
I will.
Yeah.
At
Yes,
the time.
Thank you.
And
It's
you'll-
been wonderful.
And you'll forgive us if we don't make every class?
Quite all right. I mean, look at what we've kind of narrowed down to. This is our core group. We started with like 15. So, you know, I did volunteer. I said I would teach. I don't know if they're going to just keep us together. They may put 1 or 2 more people in. I think with so much interest from this group, they're not going to be able to put us. I don't think they'll divide you up and put you elsewhere. We'll just,
Yeah,
I'll ask to
I
stay
would
here.
ask that they don't. That would be good.
I
Yeah,
can't speak for
you-
everybody, but I would prefer staying with the same group that we know and love on Friday mornings.
Oh.
All
Well,
right.
everybody have a good Shabbat.
Shabbat
and,
shalom.
Yes,
you all.
and good.
Shabbat Shalom.
We don't see you.
And
Thank you
Bye.
much.
again, Debbie.
Well,
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Bye.
Bye-bye.